Wait, let me like prep myself.
Where's your prep? Oh my god. Robot, you have to do a countdown.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back to 4GetAboutIt TV, where members of the 4GetAboutIt radio show are on TV, except today we have a special guest.
The one and only Radia.
Radia Ali. So, today we're going to be talking about social media, specifically Instagram, because a former employee of Instagram quit, and when she quit, brought a bunch of information and studies and documents, and they basically said that Instagram is a really toxic place for teenage girls, and that 32% of teen girls said that when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made it worse, and how Instagram makes body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teen girls. It's not me though. It's not me. But the thing is, a lot of people are kind of like addressing their concerns about this, and also the fact that Instagram is mainly used by a bunch of young people, and that $100 billion of their revenue is actually because of young users. So they don't know if any changes will actually be done. So what do you guys think about this?
I want to know what you two think.
Oh, why'd you jump to us? Yeah. I want to know what you think.
Well, we know obviously youth spend a large portion of their time on social media. And so their world turns out to be revolved out of social media. And so in the past, we've seen this happen by likes, for example. A lot of, not even girls, girls and guys felt like their posts needed to have a certain amount of likes or a certain amount of comments. And so Instagram's seen this, and they've seen a lot of bullying towards the liking. And so they turned it off to a point where you can't see how many likes someone else has. Mm-hmm. And it really affected the youth, and I think that's why they changed it. But for this body image, you can't change it because that's what Instagram has turned into. It's just your post, and everyone wants to look like the most famous person, wants to look like the best person, and yeah. What do you guys think?
You want to go?
So I pretty much agree with everything that Samir said. But one thing I've noticed is that even though Instagram claimed to fix the like systems, when you create a new account, you can still see how many likes someone has on a post. So it doesn't really make any sense, and it shows that they're not really trying to do things that are actually helping. They're just doing things that kind of look good on paper.
Mm-hmm. To add on to all of you guys, because there's a lot of information. I agree with all of you guys, right? Social media has become such a big part. I'm always on TikTok. I'm pretty sure you guys know that.
Me too.
Right? Who's not on TikTok, right? And I feel like once COVID hit, TikTok was such a big thing. It became part of everyone's lives, right? It was something that we depended on, right? Mm-hmm. So even on TikTok, there would be certain content that makes youth feel very oh, that should be me. Why am I not getting this million likes or whatnot? But realistically speaking, right, it's something that we should be taught, right? It's not something, we shouldn't be dependent on these things, right? At the end of the day, we're all different. We all are beautiful. We all have our own time to shine, right?
I want to add on to that.
Yeah.
I feel like it roots back to everyone's self-confidence
Esteem,
and self-esteem. If you're not confident enough who you are, you're gonna want to look like someone else.
Exactly. So it's more about how you are presenting yourself, how you are looking at yourself, right?
Comfortability.
Exactly.
A lot of people aren't comfortable with themselves and their bodies,
yeah.
and they feel like they always have potential to be more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just human instinct, because when you have something, you feel like, oh, you want the next
more,
thing, and you can never be satisfied.
Because social media will always give out that stereotype that this is how your body is supposed to be. If you aren't, you're not part of it, right? That's something that's gonna go on, right? It's our jobs to kind of figure out, hey, we're gonna look at these pictures and we're gonna scroll. We're gonna be we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right. So it's basically on us, right? These things has been happening, right? It's not in our control. We can't necessarily do anything to make it yo, can you guys stop this stuff? No, we can't, right? It's about our knowledge and how we basically put ourselves, right?
Yeah. And I know we're talking about Instagram now, but along with TikTok, TikTok has literally affected so much youth because it satisfies them in the perfect way, in a way where it's like your attention span. You know, you go to the next thing, you go to the next thing, and then next thing you know, you're on TikTok for 3 hours.
You're being unproductive.
Yeah, and it literally corrupts your mind.
It
But
does.
like they don't understand that because it satisfies you. Same way with like you wanting to look a certain way, like okay, then now you're gonna try to look this way.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having influence, right? Like, obviously, if you see an Instagram model wearing a certain skirt or a certain shirt, right, where it's okay to have that influence, but you can't necessarily be them, right? Take that, like, you know, inspiration and use it for your own, basically make it better, right? Like, take that and make it better for yourself. Exactly.
No, because I was gonna ask, like, do you guys think Instagram is responsible to, like, you know, fix these things or change the algorithm?
I don't think they're gonna change.
Yeah,
this.
because at the end of the day, it's what you expose yourself to.
Exactly, right? If you
I don't
want,
think
you
they
can
should
get. No, it shouldn't, because some people are able to maintain that, right? Like, some people are comfortable enough to go on Instagram, scroll without feeling a certain type of way. Some people, however, they're like, yo, why does this girl have more likes than me?
Yeah.
They're gonna cry about it, right? But that's not in our control, right? Like, it's about how we, you know, as I said, like, if you don't like Instagram, delete it, right? Like, on some real shit, right? Like, if you have TikTok, you're being unproductive, delete it, right? If you aren't able to, you know, comfortably be on these apps, social media, right? It's not their fault. They designed this. We can't change that, right? Like, there's certain things that you can't change. Because with this, there's so many people that are dependent on it. And sure, for some people, it is very detrimental for their health, right? I get that, but you know, remove it from your phone, right? Like, there's so many things you could do to avoid it. And yeah, that's my thing. You can't really change it.
Let me add on to that.
Yeah, go on.
There's always a next person you can compare yourself to.
Yeah.
And so whether that's like social media, Instagram, TikTok, like scratch that. What if there's no phones? Still, there's a fashion industry. People trying to look like someone else, trying to look like the models.
There's always going to be something, something to look up to.
Yeah, like throw it back 20 years. People trying to look skinny. All the girls trying to look skinny.
And their eyebrows were like really skinny.
Yeah.
It's like those kids. You guys, I remember this.
Like,
and like the hair was a certain way.
That was not beauty. Like they're trying to push out the beauty standard.
They're trying to stand it right, exactly.
Because like, oh, the 10% of white men want their woman to look like that. So now all women think they should look like that.
And that's wrong. That's really chopped.
I like my woman big and beautiful. Like, stop playing with me.
And also, like, Instagram is a money-making company. Like, they're not gonna do something to make people use it less. But that's what you guys were saying. Like, the trends are always changing. It's like,
it's always changing.
Why change yourself only to have to change yourself?
No, why aren't you just changing your mentality for that matter, right?
Yeah. So true.
For sure.
For sure.
But
then it also, another statistic that I found is that people, or teens, who reported suicidal thoughts, 13% of British users and 6% of American users who were teens said that they traced the desire to kill themselves to Instagram.
Damn.
Like, it had that much of an effect on their mental health. So what do you guys think about that?
I think maybe they're spending too much time on Instagram. Like, as Radia said, like, at a certain point, you just need to, like, take yourself off the app if you can't handle it, because they won't make something like comfortable for you. You have to make it comfortable for yourself. So you need to like take yourself off the app, and it shouldn't really be reaching to that point. Like, you should honestly find somebody to like talk to.
100% get help, right?
Exactly.
There's so many ways, resources out there right now where you
Help
can get
phones.
mental, so that's really sad.
Yeah.
It's actually really sad if you think about it, right? Like, social media making kids, youth commit suicide, right? Chopped.
And they also, I think Instagram also wanted to make a platform for like younger kids. Because I think a lot of people start like 11,
That's not gonna
12,
happen.
but they wanted
No,
it to be
that's-
even younger.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
not gonna happen.
They shouldn't.
I don't think it's a good.
No, it's not healthy.
Instagram's turned into like the new Tinder for friends. So.
Oh my gosh, literally. No, literally.
Oh my god, guys, we forgot to talk about pretty privilege.
Let's talk
about that right now. Alright.
So, who wants to explain what pretty privilege is?
It's basically you getting privileges because you're pretty.
Based on your looks, the way you dress, the way you present yourself, right?
Essentially, getting treated better because you
Of
look
your
better.
looks.
Or
More
you're like, like
opportunities.
conventionally,
Better.
like more
Or
attractive.
socially
Yeah.
desired to, yeah.
So, I see this everywhere.
TikTok.
Literally everywhere. Like mostly on social media, I feel like, but also it's like in our daily lives, I feel like. Because I think it's like, okay, actually I don't know, okay. Like the people that you surround yourself with, like your friends, would you say that they're like ugly?
I think all my friends are beautiful
Yeah.
in their own way.
Like you,
Why
but
they're in
that's
your
like
own
you
way.
choose
in
to
their
be,
own way, right?
but like you choose to be friends with them.
Yeah.
And I like people
Well,
are always like looks
I'm
don't
not being
matter.
friends with
I
my
know.
friends based
Like
on
people
their
say like
looks.
looks don't matter, but I think they
I
do.
think looks matter when you're trying to find a man and you want to marry him and you have to spend the rest of your life with
Exactly.
him, right? But that's a very different topic. That doesn't really correlate with what we're talking about.
No,
right?
but say like two guys not come up to you, but say you have an interaction with two different guys. One of them you think is more attractive, and another one you don't. For the one that you don't think is attractive, you'll be like, oh my god, this guy came up to me and started like talking to me, and the other one you'll be like, oh my god,
No, but I
this
also
guy came up to me. Okay, you know what I mean?
realistically speaking, we all did this, have done this, we'll be doing this in the future. We all
Yeah, no.
Not me.
But yeah, Samir's
okay.
yeah, okay. Yeah, Samir's a handsome little angel. But okay.
Equality.
Equality, all of that. Okay. What was I gonna say? Samir, man, he distracted me. Anyways, but I feel like as you grow up, your mentality, your mentality, your
Changes.
mentality changes, right? So it's kind of like how do you see these things, right? Like
Yeah.
some people may react like that. Maybe when you're younger, you obviously kind of like, yo, Zayn Malik versus who? Zayn Malik. It's gonna be Zayn Malik.
It's always gonna be.
It's always gonna be Zayn Malik, right?
Always, number one.
But I number one. But now let's just say like, you know, there's two guys, that example that you gave, and you're like really mature. It's about like the way you think of it, right? Two guys come up, they're both the regular, they're talking, they're trying to flirt with you, yes, whatever. One of them is not that good looking, or like, you know, in society he's doing he's like
Yeah.
whatever, and the other one is like, yo, you know,
Yeah.
we're gonna get, yeah. It's like, it's up to you, right? Like, are you gonna really go for someone's looks over, you know, their personality, the way they treat and all that, right? It's a very I know sometimes it can be contradicting because we're gonna say all this, and then obviously when we're out there, it's
Yeah.
really
You do it too.
You're gonna do
Yeah.
it, right? Like I'm not gonna be here like, hey, like I'm perfect. I don't do this, right? Like we all, generally speaking, we all do this here and there, right? But it's kind of like to how to like maintain yourself. Why is Samir so quiet? What is he thinking about? Anyways,
Yeah, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking about?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Right,
Like,
like-
I'm thinking if I apply this in my life.
You definitely do, and you definitely will be doing it. But anyways, right? Like we all do it. It's about like how do we avoid it? How do we like in that situation not make that? Even if you may think it, right? Like we all are obligated to our own, you know. But it's like how are you gonna react? Are you gonna be like, yo? Oh my God. Right? Like it's how you think the situation, right? It's how you handle the situation.
Yeah.
That's my point of view with it. Because we all do it here and there, right? Like, it's something that
No, but it's like sometimes it's really obvious, other times it's not. Like
just don't make it obvious, right?
Yeah. No, but on like say TikTok for example, we keep using TikTok as an example, but it's a really good one. Like say someone is like, more attractive, their comment section will be so different compared to like another person's. I'm like, oh my god, I want to look like you so bad. Like, and the people could be doing the exact same thing, and the reactions will be totally different.
But if you, okay, guys, oh my god, think about it like this: all of these people that are commenting, right? These people that are saying, "I want to look like you, I want to do this. Why are you so pretty?" This and that, right? These are the same people that are making this person be famous, right? Like, if they were to honestly think to themselves that, hey, if I'm even commenting on, you know, every comment basically means like that person or that creator or that influencer is basically making profit every single time someone comments. Every single time someone even like likes it, that person is making some sort of, you know, like profit or like, you know, content or like an interaction. So it's about like, you know, if we don't engage in these things, and obviously if we kind of educate ourselves and be like, yo, like, you know, one thing about me, I have never in my life ever commented on another girl's pictures like, oh, can I be you? Why are you so pretty, right? Like, she's pretty, but why am I gonna go out of my, like, you know, especially in like a social media platform where all these problems are appearing, like, you know, like, just, it's like, you don't do that. That's just too much. Just too much. Like, you're doing too much. Like, just, you know. Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Many words.
I agree.
Honestly,
Wise words.
I agree.
Are we
I
done?
agree. I think you guys should add more stuff. I feel like I was
What do
talking
you think,
too
Jenny?
much. I was like,
What do I think?
yeah.
Yeah, I think people, like consumers, they have more power than they think.
They do.
Yeah,
That's
like-
what I was trying to point
yeah,
out. They
like-
definitely do.
They're always saying like, oh, change this, change that, but then they add to the problem,
Exactly.
which doesn't really make any sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
But
We'll keep it clear, yeah. 100%.
exactly. What do you think, Simon?
Girl. No, I think pretty privilege, it's like everywhere. I think even in like employment, for example, say I want to work at like Aritzia or Sephora. I think Sephora is a good example. They like pay attention to how you look, how you dress, and all that type of stuff. And I think it's kind of not. Yeah, no, I don't think it's fair. Do you
I think it happens a lot with servers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not gonna come back if your
Yeah.
servers aren't,
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, and just the way that you treat people. Like there's a thing, like it's a thing that some people will get like more tips because they're more attractive
Yeah.
as a woman.
Wait,
specifically.
have you guys ever been in like garage?
The store.
Yeah, like a clothing store.
The smallest store in Edens.
Yeah, but have you realized that all the workers in there like are conventionally like very pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of them in there are pretty.
It's like that's who they hire.
Yeah.
It's like for their image, like
That's true.
the brand's
The
image.
portrayal.
Mhm. Pretty privilege is real.
It is so real.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's taking over.
Yes. It's the next AI.
But anyway, that was our conversation on social media and our thoughts about it. How it can be a toxic environment, but also how you can navigate through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't compare yourself to others, youth.
Don't.
You are beautiful.
You are. You remember that song, One Direction? Saima. You are. No.
I think I know it, but I can't
Remember
remember
that
it.
song? You don't know you're
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Oh,
That's what makes you beautiful. That's Samir.
And thank you so much for watching. For more content,
And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.
bye.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you never miss out on any of our content. If you'd also like more, you can find us on our other social media platforms. And if you want even more, you can look at our website.